Welcome back, guys. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. I'm sweating my butt off. We are about 40 minutes into this cardio session. Past couple of days, I've had this genius idea. I mean, it's been gorgeous out. Beautiful weather, catching some good rays. So getting that vitamin D, getting a good tan, and we're burning calories. We're getting a sweat going. So killing two birds with one stone, and just decided to drag the bike outside. It's been working well. So got like 10 more minutes and then I'll be all wrapped up with my morning cardio session. Now I'm making my pre-workout meal, but I'm switching it up today. Instead of doing protein powder, I'm gonna do chicken breast. Just because I mentioned in yesterday's video, I am tired of eating protein powder. It's not even that I'm like at the point where I'm like at low enough food to where I feel like I need to be consuming whole foods rather than like a supplement like protein powder. I just ultimately prefer it. I can't give you an exact reasoning. It's just how I'm feeling today. So it's gonna be a nice light meal. I'm just gonna do 5 ounces of chicken. And then I have my cream of rice here that's already made. Real quick, I'll show you guys. Obviously, you know I never eat like fats with my pre or post-workout meal, but I do in my other 3. So I either do like whole eggs, avocado, nut butters, nuts, but I've been really liking avocado. The thing is, it just gets annoying because timing the ripeness of the avocado and making sure that they're ready. Like it happened to me the other day. I want an avocado. I had avocados, they just weren't ripe. So I have these as backup. These are just like, it's a guacamole single. And basically it's 90 calories for the whole cup. You get 8 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbs, and the ingredients is just avocado, white vinegar, jalapeno pepper, sea salt, and dehydrated onion. So very simple, very basic. I would definitely recommend you guys try. So I'm gonna eat this and I'll see you guys once I get there. So it is chest day today. I'm on my first exercise, first working set, my top set. So I'm about to go all out here, aiming for like 8 to 10 reps to failure. This is a unique piece of equipment. I've talked about this before, but this machine has 3 points of resistance. So loading it up at the middle pin, it's gonna be like your traditional chest press. The greatest tension point is going to be, I believe, at the middle of the movement, whereas if you load the plates at the top or bottom pin, I have them at the top right now. So that means the tension is gonna be greatest at the peak contraction. I believe I did the same weight last week. So ideally I'm trying to progressive overload, and it doesn't have to just be by doing more reps. I'm ideally trying to improve my form, my execution, and I'm just focusing on the contraction and squeeze. I want to take each rep, 1 rep at a time, not rush through things, and make sure I'm pressing effectively, working the target muscle throughout the entire exercise. That comes first. Then I'll push myself to failure and try to beat the amount of reps that I did last week. So I actually want to throw on, I'm going to use some wrist wraps for this set, only because I just want to. I ideally want to fully isolate the chest and not have to worry about like my grip strength or anything failing. So this is going to help give me a bit more support on my wrists. That way I can solely focus on isolating my chest and just really, really hammer it out. So let's go. All right, a few reps shy of my rep goal, but overall felt really good. Squeeze was there, contraction was there. So next set, I'll drop the weight a little bit and do another set to failure. Rinse and repeat. So like I said, this second set, dropping the weight a little bit. I just took the 25s off the top pin, so 50 pounds less than the last set. Before this workout started, I did feel like absolutely shot. Pre-workout is kicking in now, so I got the caffeine rolling. But On top of that, I am also on low carb too. So I feel like that's playing a major factor. It is hot outside. I got to make sure I hydrate, but nonetheless, it's not going to stop us from having a good, effective workout. So the weight, what I'm getting at is the weight's feeling fucking heavy today. Ideally, I'm just focusing, like I said, on making sure that each set, each rep, I'm getting a good squeeze, good contraction, and effectively working the target muscle. So I'm going to do one more here, maybe go like a little bit lighter and do a rest pause set or something like that. I'm going to hit a tad of shoulders today too. So I'll sprinkle that in between. 2 sets in and we're already taking the pump cover off. Quick little pump check. Like I said, the no carbs. I'll take that any day. Damn. Shit, looking kind of bubbly. The muscle bellies are just popping. So this is going to be our last set here, and I was just kind of thinking about it. I've been doing a reverse pyramid sort of structure, I guess you could say. I started with my heaviest weight, and I've slowly been decreasing down for the second and third set. So third set is our lightest weight, so ideally we should be getting more reps than we did the first two, using the same form, same execution. Like I said, I'm going to add an intensifier for this drop set. So it's going to be 3 sets back to back with 15 seconds or so in between each one. So for the rest pause set, it's kind of like for the first set, I'm aiming for 10 to 12 reps. Second set, since I'm pre-exhausted from that first set, I'm only giving myself a short rest time. Probably going to get anywhere from like 5 to 8. And the last set, which I'm about to do, you're totally cooked. So you're lucky to get 1 to 3. But it's a really good intensifier to kind of really kick up the intensity and really teach yourself what pushing to failure is. Because ideally, you want to choose a weight comfortable enough, like I said, where you can get 12 to 15 on the first rep with good form and good execution. You take that initial set to failure, and since you're pre-exhausted for the second and third one, keep form and execution the same. You don't change the weight, but you do less and less reps. So very effective technique. Mike Menser popularized it, and you got to try it. All right, so trying out a new machine today. This is like I don't even know what you would call this, the standing chest press machine. Very, very unique. I've seen this only at like a handful of other gyms. And we've had it for months. I just never use it for some reason. The re-racking and racking mechanism is a little bit weird. You have to push out here, and then there's a lever down here that you stomp on. And the thing is, to re-rack it, you kind of got to kick it up with your heel. So I think the mistake I made in the past was just feeding into my ego and just throwing like a couple plates on here. And ideally, that'd be way too heavy for me. I would hold it close grip and do it more of like a tricep movement. But today, I'm kicking the weight back down and just really, like this entire workout has been, just focusing on isolating the chest, getting a really good squeeze, good contraction. So I only have 225s on here, and even going, you know, with the slow eccentrics, focusing just on a slower tempo, my chest was ripping up. So we're gonna see how this set goes. We're gonna take it to failure, and depending on how many reps we get, I'll either keep the weight the same or slightly drop it for the next one. Fuck. All right, so drop the weight here, and I'm gonna be going for a bit higher reps. I think the last one failed at like 8 or 9. So we're gonna do same tempo, 3-second eccentrics, pausing at the top and bottom ranges of the movement, and just taking it to all out failure. The pumpage is quite insane right now. So I'm gonna take a break from the chest, move on to a little bit of shoulders. Just gonna do some leaning cable lateral raises.